By the way, I'm realizing I'm using like a lot of uh, terms, I guess, that you might not know or might not have heard yet. So, of course, if you have any questions, I can explain them or you can just easily Google them. They should be pretty easy to find. Also, if you want to get into like game development yourself, like from a beginner level, or are just interested to try stuff out, what I would always try out is just first look at which engine you want to do, like what kind of game you want to do. Um, I think for beginners, Unity would be the best, maybe Godot. Um, but Unity has way more like tutorial videos and stuff like this, so it will be way easier to um, just do stuff from tutorial. And there's not a lot of documentation yet for Godot, for example. You can also do Unreal, but I think Unreal is already quite high level. Um, so yeah, I would propose to start with Unity and just based on what kind of game you are doing, Google the type of game you're doing and then tutorial. For example, if you make a to-do platformer, Google like 2D platformer, Unity tutorial. And most of the time they will show you step by step how to do everything. And in this way you will get accustomed to the engine and also learn like all the different lingo and how to do basic simple stuff. When I started out, like with this project, like 2017, I think, like damn already 7 years ago, I tried out how was it called? Game Maker Studios, I think. It's the engine that Undertale is made of because of course I saw like, oh damn, Undertale is like awesome. I also want to do it. And I grabbed the engine and I didn't understand shit. And there were not a lot of, I think, tutorials or so much understandable documentation back then. Maybe there was, and I was just shit at searching. But yeah, it was really difficult for me to get anything done. Like I just wanted to make a character walk. Like I had a block and I wanted it to move when I press my WASD keys, like how you would normally move a character. And for the life of me, I couldn't get to do it. And I think after like some days, because I got frustrated every time, of course, I stopped after a few minutes or hours. Um, I got it to work, but I was like, holy shit, this took me so long, and I don't know even where to continue. So that's when I stopped and I just was looking into, okay, how the fuck do you make games? Can you study this shit? And then I looked into, or rather not looked into, but then I tried to get somehow into the industry. And at the beginning, I didn't even know um, that the job of a game designer exists. And I think a lot of people still may not know because you hear game designer and you hear, oh, that's an artist, right? But no, not really. A game artist is an artist. Game designer is the guy who plans the game. And you might think like, wait, that's all? And yeah, that's all. So technically, everybody can become a game designer if you are able to express your ideas well enough and bring them to paper. And then if you are able to code, of course, you can then code the stuff yourself or even draw the stuff yourself if you're also able to draw. Um, but what's more realistic is that you have a team that you can share your ideas with. And like I'm doing right now, I'm working with a programmer and basically I'm giving him all my ideas that I documented and I'm discussing with him how we could realize it. And he is programming the stuff with me. And I'm also, of course, debugging all the stuff. So um, as a game designer, you kind of like dip in various roles. Also, like as a game producer, like the a man or the person who's like managing all the different tasks and stuff like this. You also see yourself helping out everywhere. It also depends on the company size, of course. If you are like a AAA company with 300 people, you will have like a specialist for everything. You will have like one person doing only, I don't know, like weapon skins or only like weapon. I know in Crysis 2, the shooter, I think there was one guy. His only job was like to set the pivots for a weapon in what range you are able to collect it. And not only weapons, like all objects in the game. I think in Crysis 2 you could like pick up almost everything. And it's a really simple task, I would say, a really repetitive task, but something you have to do. Like somebody has to do it. It's a bit like of an internship task, I would say. So basically, what you're doing is you have to set how close you have to be to an object to pick it up, and that's what you have to do for each item in the whole game. And if you have done it once, you have done it 1,000 times. So that's what some people have to do all day. But if you go smaller in like indie studios, again, I will mention Nana Tell and Toby Fox probably like a million times this day. Um, but I just love this game so much. This guy basically did everything or almost everything but the art, I think. And even in the art, I think he made the sketches. So even there, he had his fingers in. He did all the game design, he did all the programming, he did all the music. And that's the most crazy part because if I remember correctly, he actually started as a music composer and was just at some point was like, hey, let's do a game. I think he had like a fever dream and was like, I have to make Undertale. And then he just taught himself to code. And to be honest, I'm not a coder, but even I know that his code is, let's call it special. It's not the way how you usually would code a game. Um, but it works. And that's the thing, it worked out. And I think for Undertale it worked out because Undertale is a rather simple game. So what really can you do? You can on the overworld you can walk around, you can interact with items, you can talk with items. You have different dialogue options, stuff like this. This is pretty simple. This is like stuff you can look into for a tutorial. Um, but if you look into battle, this is the more interesting part. This stuff also is not impossible to get or to learn on your own. But I think the most impressive part, what he did, was the whole bullet hell part. This one, I think, for me at least, I wouldn't know where to start with. Of course, I would start with some tutorial, and maybe it's easier than I think. But all the whole turn-based stuff, I think, is doable um, for a beginner at least. So maybe, actually, I think what could be really cool, like um, training for you if you want to get into like programming or game development is to try to remake a game like Undertale. Like get some part of it and trying to remake it. Of course, don't release it or something like this. Like would be straight up stealing. If you reskin it, then I guess you could get through with it. But just for training reasons, I would say. But what I wanted to get into is the whole music part. That's like the crazy thing. Like to be able to game design and programming, that's like more common, I would say. Like back then, when you had no games, when games were really new, there were no game designers. Where you could program, or you could draw shit, or you could do both, or you could do audio. Like these are the three things you could do. And the game designer was most of the time the programmer because he knew his shit and he knew what you wanted to do. Right now, it's more like a luxury to have the game designer, I would say, or rather, games have become maybe so complex that you actually need a game designer to um, make a certain project. As I said, the bigger the project is, the more specialized you have to be. Like, you will have a guy for balancing, you have a guy for level design, you will have a guy for narrative design, and so on. And you will have different programmers for different stuff. You will have one who's on the tool programming. You will have one who's on the um, I don't know, combat programming. You have one who is only into the backend stuff and or shit like this. You have an online multiplayer game or something like this. Um, Right, so the crazy part that I think is he's not only a programmer, he don't only design the game, he made the music, and the music is so fucking good that I bet you there are people who don't know Undertale but know his music. Like it got so popular and so memed on. Even if the game wouldn't have performed as it did, I think the music still probably would have worked out. I think this is you could just release albums, to be honest, and he would get away with it. I would say, or he would be successful. I think. Of course, there's always a bit of luck. You have to be found by people. You have to um, get some attention. But at some point, he would have been found. I'm pretty sure of it. Like this guy is a fucking genius. All right. Also, um, what I was talking about with it's more usual that a game designer is also the programmer. If you look at Thor from Pirate Software, that's the same case, right? Um, he is the game designer and programmer of the game, and he's working with a music composer and an artist to work on his game. And I have huge respect of those people who can do all this stuff because I tried everything, by the way. I tried art, I tried programming, and I tried music composing. I have artworks that are okay. I have code that is absolute dog shit, and I have music that is really basic level, I would say. So nothing you could really release or that I would like to release. I would give people or wanted to people to play because I want them to give a certain level of quality, right? And being able to do more than one of those is crazy to me. At some point, I also might show you some of my stuff, but not right now. Still too embarrassed to show them, especially all my artwork and stuff like this. Code I don't even think I have. Like my code was horrendous. I couldn't get go to a run without a one-to-one tutorial or without a friend helping me out. So I mentioned going to school, right, to become a game designer. We had to do programming and art exams, even though I was in the game design uh, section. But as a game designer, you had to do everything. No, that's not true. In the first half year, everybody had to do everything to know like what is everybody even doing. Um, so artists had to do design stuff. Artists had to do um, how's it called? Programming stuff. Designers had to do programming stuff. Programmers had to do art stuff. That's also always fun to see. And after that half year, you had to choose which direction you wanted to continue. So you could still swap. So for example, if you liked programming more than design, you could swap to programming. I think nobody did. I think somebody was thinking about switching from art to programming because what's also quite common is a technical artist because you have to have some knowledge of like the engine you're working in, um, or shaders and shit like that. And there it makes sense to also be able to program. Like in the last company I worked, we had one guy, he was a technical artist, and this guy could program on a level I was like, what the fuck? Can do art and program like this? That's just cheating. Okay, didn't get quite far because I was yapping all the time, but it's coming together piece by piece. Do I want to start with the platforms? I think I will make this one really long, I think. Yeah. Let's add the platforms. So my idea here is this height is not possible to reach by the hero with a jump. So of course we need some way to get them up there. So that's why I want to add the platform here. I hope this works out as I imagined it to. Um, so oh, are my gizmos breaking? Doesn't look good. Alright, I always forget this. I want my scene to be clean, so I always put them in folders. So maybe this might have fucked up something. We put these on 0.5C just for consistency's sake. And oh, maybe also put them at the same y-axis. Pick some prettier numbers. So okay, see. The assets, either the assets are fucked, or I fucked something up with the fencing. Let me see something real quick. Oh wait, this doesn't work, of course. I put them in here correctly. Oh. Wait, where did I put it? Is it here? Ah, here is it. Neat little shortcut, just pressing F. And you will be taken to the asset you are inspecting right now. What if I put this one on -13 again? Yeah, I think the assets are fucked. Okay. We will live with it. Well, a grid tool would be awesome right now, wouldn't it? Okay. So, but this one should be the same height, I think. I think you just mirrored it. I was confused for a second. Yeah, this looks better. Okay. Ah, fuck. Okay, this looks fine. Now the question is, yeah, he should get up there. She should be able to jump high enough for that one. The question is, can you make this jump? But that's what I will be testing right now. But before I do this, I give those, I have to give those assets a box collider. So this element right here, if you remember, this is this is the thing that actually allows me to stand on it, or for the hero to stand on it. Can I just eyeball it? I think that should be fine, yeah. It wouldn't be the same here, right? Yeah, well, wait, that's not true. What if I could copy this one here? Uh-huh, okay. What if I get the size also? Yeah, no way. I'll just eyeball it, fuck it. So then also, of course, you shouldn't be able to get in there from above. Huh, okay, now we have a problem with the perspective. Because what's happening right now you couldn't stand on this part because the box would have to be like this. So what I will do is I will add another box collider. I will do this. Like that maybe. Okay, not symmetric. Wait, actually, no. I'm overthinking this. Yeah, I'm thinking of this wrong. This only has to be this asset, right? This one. Why is it not showing? The actual asset. By the way, also always an interesting view to look in uh to look at the 2D scene in 3D. Yeah, that's what I want. No, that's not what I want. I want to know where the asset ends. Wait, this is actually the end, right? Let me. Does this? Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. That's what I want to see. It's white shit. Yeah, perfect. And now it's gone again. Rip me. I guess because I'm using the collider, it vanishes. Well, that's ass. By the way, I mentioned that I was an industry game designer. I'm not a level designer though. I am content designer. I am doing a lot of documentation shit. So spare with me. Or bear with me. The fuck. Uh, uh, uh. Wait. I can use. Can I use some variables here? No, I think I can't. I would have to know how big it is. Yeah, fuck it. We just eyeball it. Also, it's not that bad. I think if they overlap a bit. I mean the collision boxes. So now what I'm doing is adding a collision box to those ones. Actually, it can be a bit ass, I think, if they overlap. I will test it. Oh, in a second. Um. Okay, but now I can, I think, do this. Right. I need so this one. Let's just copy it for now. Offset, of course. Also. Yeah. Ah, no, true. The assets are not the same, right? I forgot. I have to eyeball this one too. But it's working out. So now what I'm doing is now I have to decide where I want the player to be able to stand. So if I do it like this, he will kind of like hit his head here, or he will be able to like nudge his head into here, which could be fine. I could look into it right now. This is definitely very scuffed what I'm doing here. Don't take any legal advice from me here. Fuck me. Ah, we'll be fine, right? Oops. Okay, and now I do the same on the other side. Can I copy them? Wait, this one here. Copy component, that's what I want. Then I add a box collider and I paste the values. And it's wrong. Perfect. Why is it wrong? Positioning is probably off, is it? Because the size looks fine. Size also is wrong. The fuck is going on here? Oh, I think the assets are not symmetrical at all. Okay, then I have to set this one individually also. But no biggie. Also, when I have done it right once, I don't have to do it again. I just can copy this asset over and over. So that's the nice thing. Okay, and the last part I should not forget is to set this to ground, so it's actually walkable. So these layers, they were set up by my programmer. We have different types of logic for these different layers, so um, basically it allows to go for through specific things for specific objects. For example, if let's say I have a projectile and I wanted to go through the player, if it hits him, then it would be on a different layer. Like as you can see here, projectile has its own layer. I can give him its own rules, and the ground rule basically says the player can't go through it no matter what. Unless we give him some new rules that say, hey, if the player is in this mode, you can then walk through walls or specific walls, something like this. Okay, and now let's test this stuff. Where's our hero? Here. Let's put him right here. So I don't have to actually walk all the way there. Because this can get quite annoying really fast. Okay. I got confused for a second. I was like, where the fuck is my background? But I don't have any background here. So yeah, as you can see, holy shit, that's high. Okay. That's always important to know your dimensions. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, this wall was 2 times the player height. I also see the jumping animation is a bit fucked up here. Ah yeah, there was this, let's call it feature that you can just casually walk up, jump up the wall. Oh, also you shouldn't be able to stand here. Let's look at this in a sec. Okay, so this will need a 2 platform setup, I guess. Maybe maybe not even a platform, but something like this. So something like, oh man, like this. This should be doable. Should be doable. And then, how do we do this the smartest way? I think it was no, it was not this one. Am I not using this already somewhere in this level? Here. Could I connect that in the platform itself? Yes, I can, just like here, right? Should be possible. What am I using here? Terrain medium 1. Ah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Maybe this will need some more adjustment, but actually it doesn't look okay. It's pretty shit. But I can hide it. I can hide it with assets. If you can't fix it with, if you can't fix it the pretty way, you have to fix it the dirty way. Just hide it. You hide all the nasty stuff. Okay, let me make this a bit easier on myself. Oh no, this is also like, whoops. I think this is also not the same height, right? Yeah, fuck me. What the fuck? Okay. Um, let me do it this way. Okay. Shit. Ah, use the old trusty arrow manager. Okay. Wait. Surely. Ah, right. I think there was something of them not being aligned 100%. But also not. I'm not also not aligning it perfectly, to be honest. It's also why it's a bit nicer to have an artist in the team instead of working with freelancers because I can't do like an easy quick adjustment. If you are doing um, the order itself, yes, you can. Like you can say, hey, can you adjust this and that? But a lot of issues you only see after like actually implementing them. And as you can see, I haven't worked on this one for a while. But I think I had a similar issue here. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, they're not perfectly aligned, but ah, it will work out for now. So now again, what they need is the ground layer. Also, I forgot to put them in the folder. Ah, always pain in the ass. Let's give them also 0.5. With 0.5 I mean 0.6, and with 0.6 I mean 0.4, of course. So let's put this one here, here. Bing, bang, boom. Wait. Can I do this? Can. Awesome. Cool. And now I give them collision. Now here it should be a bit more straightforward. Let's let the player walk till here, and for this asset, wait, was this actually working? All right. Wait, how did I make the asset show? How did I show the asset borders? No. Fuck me then. Oh wait, actually, did I move the asset? And let's adjust this one like this. Now we give this one a collider. Check something real quick. Bang, bang. Oh, true, you can do this. I completely forgot. This helps, of course. So, this looks good. Now, uh, uh, um, this one is offset, but I will use this offset for my advantage. This, oh, I did it freestyle, nice. Actually, now I have to move the asset itself a bit. And now adjust the collider a bit, like this. Now on the sides, like this. Oops. And like, whoop, this. The player can't walk down here anyway, so this should be fine. Let's make this one, yeah. Okay, I think now I can test it, but before I will go to the toilet real quick. See you in a minute. Okay, everything the same. I swear to God, if somebody would have written something into the chat where I was gone, I would have fucking fist eat off the balcony. In game, of course. So now let's test the scene. Okay, I can't see the platform immediately. Also, the z-axis is not correct on that one, I guess. Oh shit, it's still really high. I think I need even a third one. Of course, I could also increase the jump heights, but I think it's fine. Looks natural. And of course, I could ask for smaller platforms. That's maybe also a way to go. But let's work with what we've got right now. So I will add a third level, which means those three fuckers go here, and I also will extend this whole scene here. Okay, like this, and add a third one. I think what I have what I have to look out for now is that you can still walk below the platform without it looking weird, which already looks dangerous. So probably I will need a new type of platform. Let me note that down real quick. So I just noted down that I need smaller platform size probably. Okay, let's test the scene again. Alright, that was something, right? Yeah, okay. I see the problem. Put a bit higher. And also the z-axis. Let's change this one. Also, so, okay, let's try again. Oh, I think I also see the problem why it looks so weird. I should be able to stand. Okay. I think the player might think he should be able to stand there, but he actually isn't. I see the problem. Let me spawn on top of the platform right now, and also let's move these ones more to the left. take the hero and move him here. Okay, so oh, of course, I have to change all of the Z coordinates. That's the issue if you think of the platform as one whole, as a single tile instead of three separate tiles. Okay, now it looks correct. Okay, from here it looks logical that you would drop off. This makes sense, but not from the other perspective. Or does it? Ah, it's a bit hard to read, I guess. Also, this I don't like. Yeah, I need I need smaller platforms. Stuff like this shouldn't be in the game that you can like spam jump at the wall. Hmm. Also, I still can't reach it. Maybe with a dash. Ugh, that's annoying. Yeah, they have to be way smaller. Now what we can do is a little trick called cheating. Also, take everything I do here with a grain of salt. You should probably not be doing what I'm doing right now. Which is I'm what the fuck? I'm taking the assets and make them smaller like this. I guess maybe it's fine, but it's definitely not the prettiest way. But to be honest, they also look a bit too big. Whoa. Let me save this platform right here and just put somewhere. Let's move it like here. So I don't forget about it. Or I can reuse it if I actually let's do it the good old dev way and put it under the map. So if somebody finds it, he will be like, what the fuck is it doing down there? The devs just forgot. That's 50% it's that and 50% it's an Easter egg. And sometimes it's both. You can just call it an Easter egg. Just as any bug is a feature, right? That's how you reduce your bugs in a game cycle. You just call it a feature. Like just like the being able to jump up the wall, right? That's not a bug. It's a feature. And actually, yeah, at some point I want to be able to climb walls, but not all walls. And not like this, not like by jumping. You should actually like attach to it and then just move up. So like climbing a ladder, basically. This will do for now. And now let me take this one and put it right here. Uh, Whoops. And do something like this. And do something like this. And let me remove this one. Yeah, this looks way better already, I think. So something like this. Also, now I think it's too much. What is it? Well, let's just test it out. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, no way you can make that jump. We need another one. Another one. Oh, I also have to watch out that I don't have the same height problem. This will be a hassle. Maybe I need... Oh, I know what I need. I would need to do like a corner piece where you can jump up instead of this setup. But then I could never have a platform off of a basic piece. Is this a pro? It actually, why am I doing this shit? When I just could use a normal corner piece, like this one. No, this is the same, just without rocks. What I mean is it this? No. What am I looking for? Is it this one? Oh, this is a high one. Oh, maybe I need a middle level, like a third height level. So this would be small, this would be high, and then like a middle one. This might be the solution. But let's see what we can do right now with the tools you have. Also, I'm gonna land right into the air. Yeah, perfect. Also, I like it already way more, like how you can see the platform way earlier, or you can already see that it's a platform. Actually, let me try this without dashing because you should not be able to dash. Oh, it feels way better to jump off the small platforms. Yeah, but we have the same problem here. So I think as a rule, hmm, what if I make this platform not solid from below? What if you can jump into it? Brick. Let me try this out. This closer and change the... What the fuck? Did I paste 2 there? I did. There's only one. Interesting. Okay, now let's try it like this. Actually, why not go even higher? Or actually, let's try it like this. Also, let's put our hero maybe here. Okay. Oh, this looks good. Here. Is this a problem? Is this shit? And what's the other option? It has no collision when you go from below it. But what happens then is if you jump high enough, you will be able to go through the platform. Is this a problem, to be honest? I don't think so. But I will definitely need my programmer for this one. We need to implement a logic that you can't get through the collider from above. So you wouldn't fall through it, but you can jump through it from below. Yeah, I think that's how it should be. Here actually I could put like some destroyable wall or some shit. This feels nice. This works. And it also doesn't look too shabby, I think. Oh. Well, this we have to adjust anyway, right? You can't just stand here. What I want here is like a mini corner piece. Actually, now that I think about it, what if I just add a platform? This look weird. What if we do something like it needs at least two, I think. But does it? Probably. Let's test it. Ah, that's not enough. Oh, you're right. I should have copied the other one. I adjusted the colliders already. Fuck. Wait. Do I have multiple ones here too? There's an imposter. Another one. Yep. That's the beauty of copy and paste. Yep. Yep. I probably have to remove these ones anyway if I'm going to use those collisions. But let's treat them as blockouts. Okay. Wait, where was the part? Oh yeah, remove the platform. Here and here. This. I mean, this looks. You would right walk into it, I think. Ah, hell no. Hmm. Try it. Maybe I do have to increase the jump height, but I don't think so. I think the platform just has to be um, passable from below, and then it should be fine. If I do this, yeah, this feels fine. This jump. This one is a bit ass. But I think if the bottom and side collisions are gone, this should be fine. You probably will be able to just jump through it from below. Okay. Let me write this programmer real quick.